Falcon fans, and of course, Atlanta Falcon fans. You already know what it is. You already know what to do. One time for the fan, back in the lab, doing what T Will talking Atlanta Falcons football, Apple Podcast, Spotify Podcast, Amazon Podcast, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Man, we are everywhere tonight talking about these what Atlanta Falcons, and it's going down in a major way. Big shout out to everybody in the chat. Big shout out to everybody pulling up. Uh, man, I don't even know where to start. Big shout out to the Atlanta Falcons on that Monday night football win over the Bills. Sent them boys back up north, man, back to the cold real quick. Chat is live. Chat is lit already, man. T Will, one time for the fan, for my ATO Sports, man. What is good over there in the hood? T Will.
Falcons are good, man. Falcons are all good. Hey, everything's a-okay, man. Offense came out, played great in the first half. In the second half, they, went on that final drive that they needed to do. And the defense, Jack, was just, well, they stole the show, if you don't mind me
You talking
saying it.
about the number one defense in the NFL right now, the
I'm
Atlanta
talking
Falcons?
about the number one defense in the NFL right now, Jack. Say
Hey,
it again. It sounds
hey,
so sweet.
it's feeling good, man. I can get to Jeff Olberg or Xavier Watts or Jesse Bates or AJ Terrell, but we got to give a shout out to that boy, man. Hey, look, anybody checking in on Twitter right now? If y'all checking in on Twitter, man, go ahead and tag Alfred Glow, man. Tag Team Glow, man. I've been telling y'all boys, man. I've been telling ladies and gentlemen out here about Alfred Glow. Big shot D Alfred, man. 6 tackles, man. Led the team. 1 sack for D Alfred. 1 tackle for loss. 3 pass breakups for that boy D. And of course, an interception too as well. Jeff Olbrich speaking so highly of that boy D Alford too as well. Man, D said they reviewed some film, and the same interception he threw the other day is the same thing that they saw on film. And Josh Allen did the same exact thing. And guess who was there? Guess who was there? D Alford, man, right on time, in the right place, doing what he does, man, playing cornerback to the highest level. So big shout out to D Alford, man. Falcon fans is going down in a major way. Chat is live. Chat is lit. I see the comments already starting to roll in, man. Everybody's excited about this team. Tua, last time we had a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense, we made that way, didn't we?
Um, the last time we had a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense, oh yeah, was never, Jack.
Sheesh.
I mean, we've had some top 10 offenses, but top 10 offense and a top 10 defense, Jack. What old boy say in Love Jones? Never. That's when it was.
Sheesh.
So we are truly venturing into uncharted territory. And hey, I'm here for it. I'm in love with this Falcons team. I just love what they're doing, man. And I had a feeling the defense was going to be good. I didn't know they'd be this good.
Yeah.
Now,
Is it
with,
because of
with
Jeff
that being,
Ulbrich? Is it Nate Ollie? Is it Raheem Morris? Is it Jerry Gray? Is it me? Did you see me out there too? I got 2 tackles on Josh Allen too as well. I was in there
I
making
saw you,
plays.
man. I saw you. You were number 1.5. Was that you?
Shit,
Number 1.5. I don't know.
that's
Or
tough,
wait,
Will.
no, it said 80 on the run on the back of your jersey. It said 80 on the run. But I saw you though. You know what's interesting, Jack, is when you brought up the sack that D. Alford had. I think it was all 3 of them that combined. But if you watch it, Josh Allen makes a move to the left, and they all adjust perfectly. I mean, it's almost like you're watching Madden, right? It's just the way
Mhm,
that they adjusted, because he makes a
mhm.
hard step to the right, and they're flying, and they just cut, over and go right to him. So that's training. That's not something that you do just offhand. And what a great performance by the defense. I see we're bringing up a tweet by Mark Ramondi. Is that correct?
Yeah. And for Falcon
Okay.
fans in the chat, there's anything going on with the StreamYard or anything going on with YouTube or Facebook, please let us know. Because once again, it's not us. It's definitely going to be StreamYard. But a lot of people's here already talking Falcons football. Definitely rep where you're checking in from. That's number one. If you're in the comment section, let's rep where you're checking in from. It's a lot of people watching from Atlanta, a lot of people watching from Texas. You got my people overseas too as well, California. We are everywhere, man. I think Carrie's down there in Florida too as well. So come on, Falcon fans, just go ahead and just do the damn thing. I see DSGB Hall say YouTube tripping right now. What's going on with YouTube, man? What's happening? Because I don't know.
I
I
know a couple of days ago, and raw on up to yesterday for a few days, it would show your handle instead of your name.
Oh, really?
Yeah, now it's not doing that right now, but I mean,
Okay.
it's no telling what other fresh issues they're
Well
having.
then, well then again, DSGB Hall. If you're using Carolyn's phone, you probably want to put it down and get on your phone,
Oh wow!
right?
Oh
You just
wow!
want to use, your internet service provider. Don't use Carolyn's. All
Oh,
right. So big shout out to everybody here in the chat. If you're checking in from Twitter, head over to YouTube, man, and hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Especially if you're here for the first time, man. Hit the subscribe button. It goes a long way. But yeah, the tweet from Mark Ramondi about Jeff Ulbrich speaking on D offer, man. He's a guy that just worked so hard. When we got here, I felt like he was discouraged. For him to flip the entire script, it's been gratifying for me. T. Will, this sounds like how your boss at your job talks about you, T. Will. So let's talk about what's going on over here with that boy D Alford, man. Your thoughts on just what D has been through here in Atlanta, and of course making a name for himself, because the defense is going crazy. And this is a shout out to everybody. This is a shout out to Root. This is a shout out to Dorlis. This is a shout out to Zach Harrison. A shout out to that boy Debo, D'Angelo Malone too as well. But T. Will, man, your thoughts on what Mark Ramondi mentioned right here in this tweet from Jeff Ulbrich? Because when the defensive coordinator starts speaking highly about these players, the players definitely respond. Your thoughts, T. Will?
uh, well, I feel like D got a bad rap, right? I feel like D really got a bad rap. But obviously, the issue last year was Jimmy Pond or Jimmy Lake Lanier,
Jimmy Pond,
whatever
where defenses go to do what? Oh, come on, man.
guy.
We don't want to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
We
Jimmy
don't want
Pond,
to do that.
Jimmy Lake Lanier, whatever colloquialism you want to use to describe him. He was clearly the issue, and unfortunately, D Alford suffered. A lot of people remember that play that happened in Minnesota, but the issue was that wasn't his guy. He turned
Mm-hmm,
around because
mm-hmm,
nobody was on him, but that wasn't his guy. And
mm-hmm.
so, if the only thing that you do, if you're an occasional Falcons watcher and you just turn the TV on and you're like, "Oh, D Alford's horrible," D Alford wasn't bad. D Alford's never been bad. Now, is he a top one, number one cornerback? No, he's not. But he's never been bad. He had a bad year under Jimmy Lake, which the entire Falcons defense did, right? So
Mm-hmm. Even as
I
fans, we had a bad year under Jimmy Lake too as well.
right,
So
right. But I feel like he unnecessarily bore the brunt of that, right? It's like, oh, he's bad. He's not bad. He's never been bad. He had a bad year under Jimmy Lake, as the rest of the Falcons did. Um, and he's playing now under a I don't want to
a much
under
better defensive coordinator. Let's just say it like
yeah.
that.
I'm trying to watch the way I say it.
Right.
So and you're seeing the results, right? You're seeing the results. If you're gonna have a good football team, it takes a total team effort. You got to have good coaching, right? You got to have good head coaches. Got to
Mm-hmm.
have good coordinators. Got to have good players, right? Got to have good assistant coaches. Everybody got to work together, pulling in for one goal. And we're seeing this on the defense. And look, he played great the other night. He played with his hair on fire.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll need more of that. But hey, I've nothing but positive words and positive affirmations for Team Glow. Hey man, hey, you deserve it with the year that he's had last year. Like last year was a rough year. If anybody deserves it, it's
It's
you,
that
Glow.
guy. T. Will, man, big win from the Atlanta Falcons over the Buffalo Bills down at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. First of all, let's get to the stadium too as well. Falcon fans, if you're checking in, if there's any problem commenting on Twitter or commenting on Facebook, it is not us. Once again, it's probably StreamYard. Head over to the YouTube page so that way you can put a comment up here, because we're talking about the Falcons beating the Bills on Monday night. A big win for the Atlanta Falcons. And then we're going to be talking a little bit about the Falcons and the 49ers. They're going back to Cali. Yeah, that's right. Got to go ahead and whoop up on Kyle Shanahan out there on the West Coast. But T-Will, man, just your thoughts. I see our DSGB Hall in the chat, Carrie's in the chat, Dwayne Ruff and some other folks here in the chat. T-Will, just your thoughts, man. Falcons heading out west Again, 49ers, Sunday Night Football, another primetime game back-to-back. Some folks are really upset about this schedule right now. But before we get to that, man, let's go Falcons beating up on the Bills at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. T-Will, what did you see on TV? Because I was at the game, and, of course, fans are talking about Bills fans taking over and the amount of Falcon fans that did not show up and them selling their tickets. And of course, you saw the Skip Bayless tweet talking about the Falcons fan base and all this nonsense. But T-Will, a lot of people don't even know that the Hawks were playing right across the street too as well at State Farm Arena with their preseason game. Hawks did come away with a big win over the Miami Heat. But T-Will, man, what's up with the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, the vibe? What did you hear? What did you see? And just your thoughts, man.
Are you sure you want me to answer that question, Jack?
You have to, man. I mean, being here on One Time for the Fan, we talk about everything.
And
we talk about Freddie the Falcon. We talk about the cheerleaders. We talk about the food. We talk about the field. We talk about. Hold on. Hey, Eric, you can move the car back, bro. We're starting the podcast now.
Oh, wow.
We're talking about a lot of things here on One Time for the Fan. So your thoughts, T-Will, on the Mercedes-Benz Stadium and the vibe, my brother, the vibe at the Benz.
Just remember you asked. Falcons fans, this is totally within your control, and this is all your fault. Okay? So any Falcons fan who does not like the Bills outnumbering us, I got 2 words for you. Shut up. Because you know what? If you don't like it, do something about it. Don't sell your tickets. Don't sell your tickets. Okay? Don't sell your tickets. It's embarrassing, Jack. You did ask. It's embarrassing that on national television, on a Monday night game, the Falcons have to go to a silent snap count because the Bills fans outnumber us. That's on you, Falcons fans. That's on you. Because if you did not sell your tickets, this would not happen. This is totally 100% your freaking fault. So anybody running their mouth about it, shut up. Shut it up right now. Or do something about it. Okay? So if you're going to talk about it, and if you're going to talk about me, because I'm talking about you. If you're going to talk about me talking about it, then for the rest of the year, don't sell your tickets.
Right.
Don't sell your tickets. Don't give them away. Be at every game. Then guess what? We won't have this issue.
And I talked about this too with the selling the tickets, T-Will. The Falcons need to put something in place with the season ticket holders. So that way, when you get to games like this, you can't just go over there and just sell the tickets and get rid of them and just say, oh, I'm going to make this money back, XYZ. I forget what teams were doing it where, as a season ticket holder, if you sell about 2 games out the season or 3 games in the season, they'll give you a phone call and say, excuse me, we're going to need those season tickets. We're going to need those season tickets back because you're not here to support the team. You're here to try to make money off the team. But to see the amount of Bills fans in the Benz, T-Will, then again, Hawks were across the street. You got a lot going on downtown Atlanta. But that's no excuse for Monday Night Football in the Benz.
That's no excuse. And I'm glad it happened. Okay? Because let me tell you something. 30-some years ago, when David Justice said it, the fans were all over him. And I'm not even going to get into the why. But he was 100% right. Atlanta fans are the most sometimey bunch. And I don't care what anybody says. And I'm an Atlanta fan. And I've been an Atlanta fan for damn near 50 years. Right. So I know what I'm talking about. Falcon fans are the most sometimey bunch on the planet. We're with you, win or tie.
Right.
Win or tie, we're with you. Okay? And look, I understand losing is frustrating. But if you went so far as to buy them damn tickets, if you're going to sell them, you need to sell them to a Falcons fan. And if you can't, then you need to deal with it. You get what I'm saying? But what you don't do is we don't need to go on national TV and see the Buffalo Bills outnumbering. That's on us. That's 100% on us.
Right.
So, again, all this sometimey jazz, all this, I don't like what they're saying about hey, if you don't like it, shut up. Because you folks know who you are. You folks know who you are. And that's all I'm going to say.
It's just embarrassing. But then again, we did have a large presence in the Benz. We'll go ahead and get to that. What we're talking about is the Atlanta Falcon fans that you normally see every Sunday. Oh, hey, Mr. Bill, how you doing? Oh, hey, how you doing? Mario, what's going on? Oh, how you doing, Kevin? How you going? Hey, what's going on, David? What's up? And then this week, hey, man, you at the game today? Nah, bro, I put them tickets on Ticketmaster, bro. I'm trying to get that extra $75. It's just embarrassing to see, man. Y'all can't do that. And then it is a good feeling that the Falcons come away with a win, but to hear that the Falcons going to a silent snap count,
That's
in your own
embarrassing.
stadium,
That's
home
that's
field advantage is what we
embarrassing.
talked about for a while here on One Time for the Fan, and you can't have home field advantage when you're selling your tickets. Now, I will say this, T-Will, the big win over the Bills probably showed those fans that, hey, we need to get our butts in the seats because people complained about the product on the field. That's why they wasn't spending that money to get those expensive tickets. Because don't forget, the Georgia Dome days with the tickets are totally different than the Mercedes-Benz days with the tickets. Now, there's a lot of corporate folks involved, and there's a lot of people who's buying up from different cities and different states who won't show up to the Benz. So I get that. But the ones who live 10 minutes down the street that decided to sit out there and tailgate and didn't want to go in the stadium because, man, I got 4 online right now, man. I'm gonna drop this price down to 160. There ain't nobody buying them yet. Come on, bro. Go ahead and get up in the bins and get in your seats, man. And then people want to go online and complain about, what we saw on TV. And of course, like I mentioned, Skip Bayless talking about the home field advantage and stuff. I do think the Falcons-Dolphins game is going to be totally different. Because you're on a win streak right now. You're going to go beat the 49ers on Sunday night. I'm going to say this again. You're going to go beat the 49ers Sunday night in San Fran, and you're going to show Falcon fans that, hey, this team is for real. This team is about that action. This team is about that life. And I'm telling you, man, the Dolphin fans, they don't travel like Bills fans. Just a little bit of a closer drive or a closer flight, but they don't travel like Bills fans. Now, I know they've been around for a while. People can call them the alumni team. Probably some Dan Marino jerseys going to be in the building next, the following week. But T-Will, just to see the amount of Bills fans, I was talking to Eric and some of the other Falcon fans, and of course you guys too as well before the game started. The amount of Bills fans that were in the city was just outrageous. But then again, I told y'all, Bills fans travel well. Steelers fans travel well. Cowboys fans travel well. And when was the last time the Cowboys won the Super Bowl, T-Will?
It's been 30-some years, but guess
when was
what?
the last time the 49ers fans won a Super Bowl, T-Will?
Been 30-some years.
How many Super Bowls do the Buffalo Bills have, T-Will?
Oh, that's mean. 0.
But for some strange reason, when it comes to support for your team, these folks show up. And that's what I'm talking about with Atlanta.
Agreed.
When we go on the road, and I got to give a shout out to the Rise Up Tour too as well, because you know what? We started a long time ago with me and Thomas and everything, and you know what Thomas got going on with the crew right now. He's doing a great job over there with the group. But when it goes to bringing Falcon fans on the road, that's how I want people to look at the Falcon fan base when we go to other cities, right? That was the whole gist of what we started with the tour, because Bills Mafia, how you think that started? It didn't just start with just some random person just saying, hey, let's just go call our buddies and we'll just go travel to all these cities. It started with a collection, T. It started with every single Bills fan that wanted to be a part of something when it came to at home games and it came to on the road games. But T-Will, totally different when you got home field advantage in Buffalo versus home field advantage in Atlanta. If Atlanta's going up to Buffalo to go play, then Bills fans like, we ain't selling our tickets. All we got up here is football. Versus Atlanta, it's like, man, we can make a little quick dollar, but we can cap out these folk, boy. We finna cap out these folk. You can't do that sometimes, right?
But
you got to
people
show
who
up
do that,
and make
in my opinion, Jack, people who do that are not real fans. And that's my issue is, right.
You're gonna have them fans coming up in here, T-Will, talking shit like, bro, I had to pay my light bill. Don't tell me what type of fan I am.
And I don't care, right? I don't care. If you're gonna buy the tickets, then you need to go. If you're gonna sell the tickets, then you need to sell to somebody Falcons. Right. And if you can't, then hey,
there's Falcon groups everywhere from Facebook.
Right. And
you can jump in Discord. Even shout out to unintentional grounding, I believe, Lieutenant Dan and his crew. There's over 2,000-3,000 Falcon fans in that group right there. There's season ticket holder groups. You can call back the stadium and sell your tickets back to them so they can look out for you in a better way. But just throw it on StubHub, to just throw it on Vivid Seats. I even seen people talking about they selling tickets on Reddit. You can't do that, Falcon fans. What y'all looking for?
You're not, again, to me, To me, okay, my definition of a fan, and this is what my father taught me so many years ago when I was yay high. And he said, son, we don't watch the game for them to win. We
Right.
watch the game because they reflect our community. We
Right.
rock, we watch the game because they are Atlanta and we live in Atlanta and we
Right.
support our community.
That's
If they
paramount.
win, great. If they win the Super Bowl, great.
Right.
Right? But this stuff right here, that these my father would turn over in his grave. And that's why I'm like, oh, well, if they don't win, then you're not a fan.
Right.
Right? If winning is all you care about, then guess what? How about you be like one of these other losers who every year you see them with the Super Bowl winning team. Oh, this year they're Broncos, and wait, next year they'll be the Chiefs, and
Right.
wait, who won it last year? Now they're Eagles fans.
Right.
When I people like that, I look at you like there's nothing to you,
Right.
right? People who jump from team to team are it's the same as the girl who jumps from guy to guy with the
Oh,
most.
don't call the thoughts out now, T. We might have some,
Well,
we
I'm
trying to
calling them
trying to
all out.
bring everybody into the picture when it comes to
Well,
one time for
guess
the fan. You
what?
never know what thought you're listening and
I'm
watching.
calling them all out. And what I'm saying is, if you are a fan, you
Shout out to the
support
thoughts,
your
man.
team. Hey, shout out to them, but I
No,
wouldn't.
T. You gotta say it, T. I gotta say shout
I'm
out to the
married.
thoughts, man. Say
I
shout out to
I
the
gotta
thoughts.
say that. Shout out to the thought party. Shout out to the thoughts.
Hold on,
Shout
I
out
gotta
to the
why.
thought. This is my thought process anyway.
Hold on, T. I gotta why. I gotta why.
I'm just look at man.
Well,
All I'm saying is
Will's here tonight.
if the Falcons win the Super Bowl in my lifetime, great.
It's gonna happen. It's
If if
the window is not closing just yet, T. Will. It's gonna happen.
if they don't, I'm still gonna support them.
Right.
I'm still gonna be here because
Right.
it is not a. It's like your kids. Whether your kid's a a star basketball athlete or not, he's still your kid. You're
Right.
still gonna support him, right? Whether he makes an A or B or C, he's still your kid. It's your job as his parent to support him.
That's right.
Falcons are my team. Come hell or high water, no matter what, we live, we do, we die, we sink, we swim together. And I am so tired of this superficial crap
Mm-hmm.
that these so-called fans have go. It pisses me off because
Right.
I'd rather you not even wear the jersey. I'd rather
Right.
you not even show up
And for the
than
fans
be lukewarm.
drive 2 hours, 3
Yes,
hours, 4
yes,
hours, for the fans
yes,
that fly in, for the
yes.
fans that know they're not missing it. I know my boy Jay Swill, man. Shout out Jay Swill. Right. I remember Jay Swill, he got everything going on right now with the family and everything. So of course he can't make it to all these games. But in the past, Jay Swill used to fly in from Mississippi, right? And he'll go to the game. Shout out to the Falconator, right? Driving down from North Carolina, right? Every week to go see these Falcons, right? Even on the road, they got the road warriors too as well. The ones that make these trips that won't miss a game. Perfect attendance. Those are the fans that we need. I told y'all in Cincinnati years ago when we went to the Falcon game, you know how difficult it was to get tickets that morning?
Mhm,
Bengals fans wasn't selling their tickets.
mhm,
They're showing up to watch Bengals football. Same
mhm.
like when I went to the Browns a couple years ago when it was freezing cold. They had a damn ice storm the day before. And I show up to the game and I'm like, bro, the Browns suck. Why are they here? Bro, look, the Cleveland football. They want to watch football.
But it's about commitment,
It's
Jack.
about commitment to the community,
It's
to the
about
team you represent,
it's a,
not just
right.
putting on you know what I look at? The fans who sell these tickets every single week to these away fans, talking about they can make a quick dollar. The same ones that's out there walking around with like 15 different hats in their hat collection,
That's
talking
my
about, oh,
point.
it matches with my polo shirt.
There you go. There you go.
I hate that. I
There you
can't
go.
stand that. I don't know if it's just
Right.
because I'm too falconed out.
No, it's not. Because guess what? You can get Falcons, you can get A hats in different colors. I go to Lids all the time. You can get an A hat in whatever color you want. So all of this, well, it matches the outfit. No, that's just your loyalty. And look it, if that's who you are, that's who you are. I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm just saying you're not a fan.
Right.
Don't lie to yourself and don't lie to me. Look, my wife and I have been married for 32 years. There's some days she's so pissed off at me. We don't even talk until later on that evening, but I bet she never misses the opportunity to bring me a meal. My
Right.
wife sees my wife can be mad at me, I can be mad at her, but there's certain things because we are committed, right? Because we have an agreement, it's certain things we're gonna do.
Right.
And as a Falcon fan, it's certain things I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna
Right.
sell my team to somebody who's not a Falcon fan.
Right.
I'm not gonna do it. So anyway, I'm
And
gonna
what
get
I
off
had
my
to do as a
soapbox.
Falcon fan, too, we talking about commitment. Let me tell you what I had to do as a Falcon fan. I was beating up on BK Square. I was beating up on Bro Talk so bad in that sleeper league. I was beating up on. Hold on, let me put this goddamn camera so you can see who.
Oh
Bro Talk,
wow.
he probably in here right now.
Oh
Let me scroll up.
wow.
Hey, Bro Talk, let me tell
Oh
you something.
wow.
I was whooping up on you so bad in that sleeper league, that Falcons content creator fantasy league. Shout out to Bodie who put this league together. I'm not a fantasy league player. I don't like playing that shit. I'm diehard Atlanta Falcons. I can't be sitting over there rooting. Hey Eric, man, stop putting the cars too close, man.
Oh
Don't put the car
wow.
too close. Eric Parker over here parking the cars out here, man. He tripping. Let me tell you something, Bro Talk. I was whooping up on you so bad that Kerry had to call me out, T. Will. Kerry called me out and said, Jack, how dare you have Josh Allen in the Bills defense on your fantasy team and you're about to go play them. You're about to put them in and start the game. And I was looking at my fantasy and I'm like, you know what, Kerry? I'm already up so many points on Bro Talk. I'm just going to go ahead and sub it. I put Kirk Cousins. I went to go find Kirk Cousins off the free agency on the fantasy league. I put Kurt in. I went to go find the Commanders defense. I put the Commanders defense in. Still came away with a big win. But that's what I'm talking about when it comes to being a Falcon fan. I didn't want to see Josh Allen do anything against the Falcons the other night. But sure enough, that was my 5th pick in the fantasy league, right? So I got ahead. I'm 5-1 right now. Shout out to Debo Vibes. If y'all haven't seen the recap video, go check out Debo Vibes Instagram because he's posting the recap video on there.
Yeah, apparently Debo says I got pimp slapped.
Bro, how did you lose that bad, T. Will? Oh my! I don't want to spend too much time on it because we're gonna talk Falcon, Bills, Falcon 49ers. But T. Will, somebody done they tied you up. They threw you in the back of the trunk. They took you to a day field and they whooped you. What happened there, T. Will? You didn't even. I don't even think you scored 50 points.
I don't know. Bad week. I might have had a couple of buys. You know what I mean? I'm a busy guy, man. You know, between 2 jobs and doing these podcasts, that's about my limit. So I might let some of the details slip when it comes to fantasy, but hey, it's all good. It's all good. It's all in the name of fellowship and participation.
Right.
It is all good.
So what we'll do here, Falcon fans, because we're going to get the Falcons Bills just for a little bit. Once again, shout out D Offer, shout out AJ Terrell, shout out Jesse Bates, shout out to the whole defense, shout out Raheem Morris. Raheem, hey, you know what I'm saying, baby? Go out there, get the win, man. Beat the Bills. Shout out to Raheem Morris. I'm trying to work on my Raheem Morris. You know, I can get Arthur Smith.
You gotta do it like this, Jack.
I can do the Arthur Smith pretty well. I can do the D Orlando pretty well.
Jack, you gotta listen. Jack, you gotta
listen, baby. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look,
it's gotta be very. It's gotta
big
be
dog.
Hey, yeah. No. Too much bass in your voice. Too much bass, Jack. It's gotta be like this, right? Like I was talking to Jeff Ulbrich, and like we said that Glow was great this week. As a matter of fact, if we didn't give him the game ball, we need to give him one. I think we did, but I don't know. But anyway,
they gave away 2. They gave away one to D'Angelo Malone. Debo, y'all be seeing Malone family in the chat. I be telling y'all, player family be here watching the show.
Yep.
I rock with player family. They rock with me. It's a respect level. Big shout out to the Bowman family. Big shout out to the Robinson family. Big shout out to the Malone family. Big shout out to the Glow team. Big shout out to D Offer them. There's a lot more people I can name. I can go down the list, but you know, the salute is from me to you. But Falcon fan, that's why we're so respectful in the chat, because we have people that's watching and people that's listening. We're not going to be disrespectful, but we do say some things I'm sure the coaches talk about, right? We do say some things I'm sure the staff has talked about. So it's not like we're being rude and disrespectful, but we keep it real with the fan base. Look, let's catch up to the comments. We're talking about the energy in the Bills, the energy in the Benz versus the Bills. Do a quick recap of Falcons Bills. And then we're going to get straight to Falcons 49ers here because it's going down in a major way. You got the Nerd King in the chat. Nerd King said, told y'all Atlanta was going to dog walk Buffalo, and they'll do the same against the 49ers. We didn't count out the Falcons. I ain't going to lie. T-Will, we didn't count the Falcons out on the podcast. What we said was it's going to be a very tough game. I believe I told Eric Parker in the other chat it was going to be 27-14 Falcons. before the game had started. Sure enough, the Falcons held up to their own. Offense is looking good. Defense is looking good. But they did the damn thing, man. So big shout out to the Nerd King.
I never count out the Falcons. What I said was the Falcons needed at least 4 sacks, and they got it.
Right.
And 2 turnovers, or they needed to win the turnover battle. And they So
I ain't gonna lie, T-Will, when we do our score predictions, even when we talk about the Falcons, we end up saying they're gonna win every game. I don't know if y'all listen, if y'all listen to the whole, every single week, but every time we'll go and say, hey, the Falcons playing the 49ers, we're gonna win. Falcons playing the Dolphins, we're gonna win. Falcons playing the Panthers, we're gonna win. We always say that. We just love our team, right? Who wants to, like Eric Parker said, the team doesn't practice to lose.
No, I just think when we do, whenever I say, hey, the Falcons are going to win, I'm not just going to blindly say it. I'm going to give you, if we can do this, this, and this,
the behind the scenes details of it. Right.
There you go. Then we can win. So there you go.
Big shout out Jeremiah Weems in the chat. It's going down in a major way for Jeremiah.
What up, Jeremiah?
Anthony's in the chat too as well. He said, what's up, Jack? What's good? T Will, what's good, Falcons family? Anthony's in the chat with another comment. He said, hey, all I got to say is if anybody's selling their tickets, sell them to me because I will be there. Tell him, Jack, I'm trying to go to all the games that I can, and I'm coming all the way from Tennessee. So Anthony's in the chat checking in from Tennessee. And
what
he's
up,
telling
Anthony?
Falcon fans, if you're selling your tickets, show up to One Time for the Fan and sell them in the chat because Anthony's trying to go to these games too as well. If it's a $20 discount, if it's a $40 discount, hell, even if you're taxing $5 or $15 on there, Anthony's saying, yo, pull up he's trying to get to the bands, and he's a fan that goes to away games too as well. So big shout out to Anthony there in the chat. DSGB Hall says Jack was Meg there. No, but there was a Carolyn sighting too as well at halftime. Big shout out to DSGB Hall in the chat. Shout out to
kind of walked into that one, DSGB. You kind of walked into that one, buddy.
Man, it's going down DSGB Hall. But big shout out to Young Jeezy too as well, bro. Jeezy tore the place down at halftime.
I love Jeezy. Give me your top three Jeezy hits.
And anything from Trap or Die Day, that whole Trap or Die album, bro. I grew up on that Trap or Die. I grew up on that Thug Motivation. I grew up on what was that? What was them boys? Boys in the Hood. Going back, there's some boys in the hood selling anything, bro. I'm talking about. I'm going back there, right? We can go back to when he was on So Icy with Gucci Mane. Everything that Jeezy put out back in the day was, I'm telling you, it is certified. Now this new Jeezy. You reach that point in your life.
You do reach that point. You
reach that point in your life where you realize.
For me, I'm gonna say Trap Star.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Vacation. Oh my God.
Soul Survivor. I mean, trap all day, trap all night. This is the life of a go getter. Come on, bro. Jeezy, he's been doing so much with these bands and the orchestra and all this other stuff. He's at a point in his life where he's like, bro, I done made my money. I've been there. I've done that. Jeezy, he's Atlanta. Big shot to Young Jeezy, man. Tore the place down. I even saw Bills fans was like, who is this guy? Who is he? That's hot, man. That's some hot stuff. They came all the way from up north. What do y'all do this all the time? Big shout out to Country too as well. Country said he talked to a Bills fan who had a Bijan Robinson jersey, and dude was like, I'm a Falcon fan at this point. I might have two teams, the AFC and the NFC, because Bills fans couldn't even believe the party in the fifth quarter in the clubs. They came out like, you guys have a DJ? I said, yeah, his name's JMV. You guys turned the lights down in here and they're still serving alcohol? Oh, my God. We can't wait till we build our stadium so all the snow can get in there. Falcon fans hit that like, share, subscribe. Anthony said, most definitely shout out to the Eyes Up. To her, I'm a member. Also, great people that make you feel like family should sign up. Yep, big shout out to everybody in the chat talking Falcons football. Mr. Smith is in the chat. Say y'all boys on late tonight. Sunday nights at 8, Wednesday nights at 8, Friday morning breakfast with One Time for the Fan. And it's going down in a major way. MacTown Dirty said, what's up, people? Big shout out to MacTown Dirty. With so many fans here in the chat talking Falcons football, we're going to do our best to get to all the comments. We're going to do our best to, represent the fan base well, because One Time for the Fan is from the fan, is for the fan. So that's what we're doing here on the channel. Don't forget, hashtag the fan club, hashtag one timers. You can use the emojis too as well. Where's Ernest? Let me see Ernest's comment right here. You see this comment right here? Look, you could put the one time in the chat. That's how you represent one time right there. You see with the first two emojis that Ernest is using, that's the one time emoji right there. So it's cool that we have a podcast where you can come over here and use some emojis to rep the podcast too as well. And the fans are always talking about, hey, I'm looking for a podcast to come vent and talk Falcons. I'm looking for a podcast of positive content creators that can just, let me just say what I want to say and get it off my chest, because we talk Falcons all day too. Well, how many times have you mentioned the Falcons today before you got on this podcast? How much average amount of time do you spend in a day talking about the Dirty Birds?
You want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
So, and you guys will never guess this, but Falcons is actually one of my passwords that I use on a daily basis.
Oh, wait, hey, hold on. Hold on, T-Will. You got people like, got him. Got his ass now. All them computers, one of them got a bite.
They don't know which, Jack.
All them computers, T-Will, in a minute, you're going to see that damn computer behind you pop up. There's going to be another,
they don't know which.
Show.
Jack, they don't know which. I said devices. I got tablets. They'll never guess.
He was going to look down, sign an account from computer 4. Who the hell is this? Who's back there signing up for computer 4? Kim?
hey, look at Eric's comment. Eric said Terry's about to play one of them songs 100,000 times. That was funny. And he's right. I will. I will.
It's going down, man.
Let me tell you something. I absolutely love Jeezy, man. Jeezy is so for me, like my three dudes would be Jeezy, T.I., and Gucci. I love Outkast, but they're on a totally different level. Like they're in the Hall of Fame stratosphere or whatever. But
they are going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame too as well, coming up. So big shout out to them too as well.
Exactly. Shout out to them. Shout out to Outkast. But T.I., Jeezy, and Gucci, my three guys. And I just love Jeezy, man. Jeezy, I love Jeezy, man.
Right.
They represent different stages in my life, but I do. I love me some Jeezy.
I will want to say, at least shout out to StreamYard tonight because the connection's been good, and also Craig is not in the yard troubling with the internet connection again. He was trying to.
Wow.
Craig, I told you can't be digging up them cables when we got special guests.
Why are you?
I saw the comment you said on Big Low Country Shit the other day, Craig. I'm gunning for you, Craig. Let me tell you something. You talking about Cordell Hodges, the gunner? I'm a gunner too. So big shout out to Falcon fans all across the world. Bilal's in the chat. He said, cousin better be off the books by the time we need to resign Bijan. We haven't even got to Falcons moves being made or what potentially could be done. We're keeping it strictly Falcons, Bills, and Falcons 49ers. But we have some more podcasts coming up before Sunday Night Football. So we'll definitely get y'all squared away on news or rumors or things that people have been hearing. Mactown Dirty T-Will, he's in the chat with you, man. He said, I've been riding this wagon since 1974. T-Will, you know about the 1974 Falcons, don't you?
I probably know about the 77. I was 4.
Okay.
So I don't know that I was checked in, but I checked in around 7 years old. I had this big ass afro and these goofy little shoes that I used to wear, but hey man, I was Falcons down. And
and
you
still down.
Shout out to you, Mactown Dirty. Shout out, brother. Shout out. Mr. Smith says most of these season holders are not from Atlanta.
That's true.
That's a good point.
That's true.
And so what do we need to do to change that? Like I don't know that.
I really said it. I just said it. The Falcons need to put that rule in place that if you get caught selling more than 2 games, or even if you get caught selling, some people might say they have to give away their tickets. I'll put 2 games. If it's 2 games or more, I saw the report that teams were doing this. And they were telling PSL holders and season ticket holders, you are not allowed to sell no more than 2 games, or your season ticket account could be at risk to be sent back to the season ticket holder committee and all that type of stuff. Like they're not going to play that. Home field advantage is big. Just imagine if you came to a playoff game and it was Falcons Eagles, and you look around and say, "Why are these damn Eagles fans in here? And we got PSLs. Why are all these Eagles fans in here?" Let me tell you something. A couple years ago, we went to the Rams for that Falcons-Rams game out there in LA. You know how hard it was to get tickets out there? The Rams wasn't budging. They wasn't budging. They were like, bro, we're keeping these tickets. I don't care. So something got to be in place. I'm not going to be the one to, push the movement of what, Falcon fans need to be doing, but we're saying it here on the podcast. Something needs to be done. Ray Fitty's in the chat. He says, Spades and T-Will, do you need to trade?
What up, man?
Do we need to trade or assign a wide receiver too?
Yes, we do.
was
Yes.
thinking about Miko Hardman. That is something to look for. I would say coming out of this San Fran game, you beat the Bills Monday night. When you go beat the Bills San Francisco Sunday night, let's get out of that game and let's look at this roster. Let's evaluate and see, can we get a player? Can we get somebody to help this team? Because somebody posted the other day too. Drake London, Bijan, and Tyler pretty much beat the Bills, right? So it's
No,
like,
and I'm glad you brought that up, right?
right,
I'm glad you brought that up because that's why I've been saying, and I've been saying this for a year and a half. We have the weapons that we need here,
right.
okay? But it would not hurt us to get a wide receiver too, because I don't know I don't know when Mooney will be fully healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, we're approaching what, game 6 for us?
Mm-hmm.
So you're coming up on half a season. I don't know if Mooney's going to be healthy, but at this point, I feel like we should trade. Who's the guy that they've been talking about? The guy
So
from the
the Jalen
Raiders?
Waddle situation that we've been hearing
No,
about,
not Jaden Watt. We don't. Let's be real.
right? And I think the
We
Dolphins
don't
might
have.
be asking for a first-round pick for Waddle because they already know that with their record being that bad and Tua's comments about the players and the players' meetings and people not showing up, that team's about to be poof in a couple
Yeah,
days. So,
we don't have the money to sign Jaden Watt.
right,
We don't. Right. So
right,
let's be honest here. If we go and get somebody, it's probably a rental, and that's fine
right.
because we got to sign Drake. We still got to sign Jesse. We got a bunch of guys we need to sign. Caden Ellis deal. We got a bunch of guys we need to sign.
Yeah, we got some things we need to do, and bringing in a top tier
Right.
$50 million receiver, $30 million receiver might not be the go.
Right.
But then again, you got somebody, T. Will, who looks just like you, who got your name, who sits in the front office. His name is Terry F. Baby. Terry F. Fontenot. If Terry can get the job done, and I'm sure people are really excited about the moves Terry has made so far in the offseason. If Terry can get this done to say, look, we can send this player or we can give up a pick. Terry, I ain't gonna lie. There's some moves that has been made in the past couple years. They'll be like, that guy got traded for a 5th rounder. He got traded for a 6th rounder. Terry, if you're in the all in now, if you're in the go win it now, reach the playoffs now, win the division now, T-Will, you might have to give up that 4th rounder. You might have to give up that 3rd rounder, right? Because if you're not getting production from the other guys that you need consistently, then T-Will, what are you going to do? You got to make something happen here. And fans are talking about Mooney. They're talking about Ray. They're talking about Troy Anderson. They're talking about Arnold Ebiketie. Even fans even mentioned DeMarco Hellam's name. Just get a player that can help Michael Penix on offense because you're going to play a team that's going to shut down Drake. You're going to play a team that's going to pack the box and load up on Bijan, the greatest running back in the NFL. And then you're going to have to do what, Tua? Get the ball downfield. And some fans are not trusting the 2 and the 3 right now. So
I get it, but Kyle is basically you 2, right? But I agree. The Falcons do need a receiver. If Mooney comes back later in the year, great. But right now, he's just not looking good. And, I think maybe that shoulder's still bothering him and whatever. I do think we need a wide receiver. I just think we're not going to get Waddle because we don't have the money to pay him. So don't play with you. Don't play with your own emotions, Falcons fans. You got to be realistic. That's not going to happen. Right. Dude from the Raiders, and I can't think of his name. Was it McKenzie? Whatever his name is. He might be somebody you can go and get. Mm-hmm. You can plug him in the slot, but he might help you. And then when Mooney does come back later in the year, it's great because now you truly have an assortment of weapons. But that is the beautiful thing about this team, and I'm glad that Zach Robinson is utilizing this now. You already have an assortment of weapons. Kyle is a weapon. Mm-hmm. Make no mistake about it. Kyle is a weapon because Kyle is 6'7" and fast. So if you're big enough to cover him, you're probably not fast enough to cover him. And if you're fast enough to cover him, you're probably not big enough to cover him. And if you are big enough and fast enough to cover him, you probably don't play in this league.
I got one for you.
Yep.
Is this offense good enough right now, T-Will, that you can put Casey Washington, you can put Chris Blair, David Stills? Is this offense good enough that you can move them up the roster? Put Hodge out there too as well. Because people are talking about make trades. We have other wide receivers in the building, T-Will.
Well, so look I thought Chris Blair had the best, and And I'm gonna say
In
this:
the amazing preseason, he's been
the
grinding
best
all summer.
training camp of any wide
Shout out
receiver
Team Blair, man. Team Blair all
on
day.
any team that's not a starter.
Right.
Okay. So there's got to be something else with Blair, right? And my brother and I, we were talking about this the other day. We talk about this a lot. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Anton Smith, but this reminds
Mm-hmm.
me of the Anton Smith situation. For those of you who
Mm-hmm.
don't know Anton Smith would touch the ball and go 60 yards touchdown.
That was some
And
great times watching Anton. Anytime he's in the game, it's like, oh shit, he's
it's
about to
touchdown.
score.
It's
He's about to
touchdown.
score.
But they would never play him. They
Right.
would never. So you'd see him one game, he'd have a 60-yard run, then you wouldn't see him for another 2 or 3
Taylor
games.
Gabriel had those moments too as well. Like Taylor lighting shit up right now.
Yeah, I could see that. But Taylor was, you could see with Taylor, there's certain things he was fast, but he's probably not gonna be a wide receiver downfield that's gonna win contested balls,
Right.
right? But if you
Right.
got him in the slot, he's your guy. Anton Smith could run inside the tackle, outside the tackle. He could do it all. They just wouldn't play him,
Right.
right? And that's what this scenario, because I'm old, reminds me of when I look at Chris Blair. What else does this man have to do?
Right.
Like, he scored just about a touchdown in every preseason game. He dominated. What am I missing here? Right. And there's clearly something, because we just called up a no-name wide receiver for this past game because we didn't play Ray and we didn't call up Chris Blair. So clearly he has sparked the ire of somebody high up in the Falcons.
You've been hanging
I
out
don't know
with
what it
Ti,
is.
haven't you? Using these damn Ti words and shit. People's in the chat trying to get the damn dictionary out. What did he just say? He sparked the what?
The ire. He's basically pissed off
Right.
somebody in the Falcons organization. I mean, that's the only thing I can glean from it, because again, you're talking about this guy dominated in spring.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, in
OTAs, training camp,
training camp.
preseason.
That's
I
what I
mean,
meant.
like I said, he's
Preseason.
been balling all
He dominated.
summer. Yeah.
And we don't sniff him. He's still on the practice squad, and we've had buku injuries, buku reasons to call him up. They still won't. I'd love to know what was up with that. We probably will never know until 5, 6, 7 years from now. We probably will never know until it doesn't matter. But I don't understand why you don't call him up. So with that being said, if you're not going to call him up, then yeah, you need to go get somebody, Jack. That's
Right.
bottom line.
Right.
You need to go get somebody.
And Falcon fans, big shout out to everybody in the chat. Last week, we had our bye week and everything. We had a lot of podcasters, content creators in here. Uncle Steve's Lounge, shout out to you, sir, for joining us on Monday. Right. Shout out to Berto and Bro Talk for joining us on Wednesday too as well.
Shout out to them.
Reporting
Shout out to
eligible.
Damski.
Doing a great job.
Reporting
Damski showed up
eligible.
on Thursday, reporting eligible.
There you
Thursday
go.
showing up with Damski. Friday morning breakfast with One Time for the Fan with Bigelow Country Sports.
Bigelow.
And then we had A1 to finish it off Sunday night too as well. Thank you all for taking the time out of your day. I'm sure we told you guys this 100 times already. We'll say it 100 times more. Thank you all for showing up. An hour, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I think Country Show was almost 2 hours. Damski was an hour and a half. Bro Talk was an hour and a half. Uncle Steve was almost 45 minutes to an hour. Thank you all for really looking out for this fan base, because you guys have great podcasts on your side, and people show up to your chats and talk Falcons football with you in a major way. And for you guys to come over here and bring that knowledge over here to One Time for the Fan, Damski's first time on One Time for the Fan, Uncle Steve's Lounge first time on One Time for the Fan. A1's been here about 5-10 times. Country's been here about 5-10 times. Miles Garrett too as well. Before that, we couldn't get Miles Garrett on, but we'll reach back out to Miles and get him on too as well. It's just great to see everybody here talking Falcons football. Eric Z's in the chat. He said TM 101 all-time classic for Young Jeezy, man. It's going down. Mrs. Smith said, hold on. Mrs. Smith said, I was at OPM Saturday. Ray was hosting it for his birthday. Do y'all think that's why he got benched Monday? I was mad as hell when I seen his ass.
And it could have been. It could have been. Now, you and I both saw a story earlier today where I don't know the guy, but he was basically asserting that there is a disagreement between
with Ike Hilliard. He was upset about Ike Hilliard. But then again, he's not a Falcon journalist, right? This person, and shout out to the Falcon fans because people post their own opinion. It's just could be a rumor. But then he's saying that, hey, He's upset about the Ike Hilliard situation. People are posting pictures of Ray Ray in the locker room looking upset. But then, somebody else posted a picture of Ray Ray on the sideline after we scored, and he was happy and excited. Ray Ray, look, man, we play the 49ers Sunday night, a team that you know very well. And Raheem said it in the postgame. He has to go out there and fight for a roster spot this week.
Mm-hmm.
Ray. He's out there stealing radios from Ray Ray. You know what's that? What movie was that? That was OG Bobby Johnson, right? Go out there and ball out, bro, if you get that opportunity this Sunday. Because I'm telling you, man, that's a team that I know you want to put some damage to. I know you got some personal ties to San Francisco, just like all of us here in Atlanta got personal ties to the head coach in San Francisco. There's one big reason why we want to see the 49ers lose. And it's not just because they're the 49ers. It's because of that guy who lost that goddamn playbook going to the goddamn Super Bowl. There's caution here. Go in there and whoop them up. Charlie Warner, too, as well. This is an opportunity for Charlie to catch a touchdown. I said it on Penix's stream that he was dealing with the Falcons earlier. I posted in there. I was like, yo, let Charlie Warner score a touchdown Sunday. Let Ray, let former players score on their former teams. You see it in basketball all the time, too, Will. Kevin Durant be lighting up teams that he used to play for. He's like, yo, I can't wait to get out there against these guys. LeBron James, too, as well. When he goes to play Cleveland or play Miami, they remember that guy, right? So this is Ray Ray's and Charlie Warner's moment. Go out there and ball out. Big shot.
I don't know that his head's in it. Look, this is my 2 cents on it. The dumbest thing you could have done. Let me say this again. The dumbest thing you could have done, Ray, when you already are not having a great season. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. You're not having a great season. You are not having a great season right now. The dumbest thing you could have done would be to host a birthday party on the same weekend you got a game. You couldn't have did it last weekend when you was off because you had a bye. You could do that. No, because you got to be as near to your birthday as possible. That was just dumb. Okay? And to be seen and photographed at 6 o'clock in the morning, still out, image is everything, Ray. It doesn't look good. It'd be different if you were, hey, breaking all records for receivers. Let's say you had 1,000 yards already receiving and you're killing it, then we could do that. But Ray, you're not. Okay? You're our third receiver and falling. You've not been producing this year. You've just not. And then you go out and do this. Ray, this is on you. Grow up. This is the bottom line. Look, I'm rooting for you, Ray, because I think you got speed.
We're always rooting for Ray. We're rooting for the whole 53.
I think you got speed in abundance, and we need speed. But if I'm being honest, and no disrespect to you, look at all your extracurricular. I want to be a model. I want to fashion. That can wait, because what we're getting as Falcons fans is you're not really putting the Falcons first. Now, that may not be true. I'm not with you 24/7. I don't know. But that's how you make us feel, right? When you get out here and have a birthday party on a game weekend, even though you played on Monday.
On a big game weekend.
That's
big game weekend. Now, the team is 0-6 and you guys are 16-1 and all that. Right. I get it. I get it.
Right.
But there's some fans talking.
Right.
Even under the birthday post, happy birthday, Ray, too, as well. Happy birthday to you, brother. Even under the birthday post on the Falcons page, there are people commenting, it's time for a trade. It's time to get him up out of here. His head is not with the Falcons. And Falcon fans, we're the fans on the outside looking in. I'm going to say this again. Even though T. Will just gave his sermon about it, I'm going to say it again. Shout out to Ray McLeod. Go out there, do what you got to do this week at practice. Go ball out Sunday night if you're playing Sunday night, and let's go beat the 49ers. That's all I can say. But then again, fans are talking about the other stuff, and, I seen them being rude and disrespectful to Ray on the page and everything. And for us here at One Time for the Fan, it's from the fan for the fan. We just want to say, go ball out if you get that opportunity this Sunday. Hopefully, now if he sits down this Sunday and he's not playing, now we can come back and talk next week and say, yo, hey, there's something we need to talk about.
I think they might be trying to trade him, Jack. That may, and again, I don't know. again, this is all rumor and innuendo, but the feeling that I get, that was a very poor decision.
Right.
That's like, I can't even give you a scenario. That's how bad that okay, I'll give you an example. Let's say that One Time for the Fan has, oh, I don't know, Matt Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We got Matt Ryan coming on, right? We post that we're doing a show with Matt Ryan for 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
right? The day of the podcast, hey
We
man,
get flat face wasted.
there you go. I'm
Right.
having a party,
Right.
right? And I post that I'm having a party where I know all y'all can see it,
Right.
right? You gonna be a little pissed, Jack?
Yep. I'm gonna be a
You gonna,
little upset, especially if you
you gonna
show
be
up
a
to the
little pissed?
podcast late and you can't
Correct,
make it, and
correct,
you don't
correct,
have your questions ready for Matt Ryan.
correct,
This is the biggest
correct.
show that we've had.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Remember when
Right,
we had Muhammad Sanu on? Sanu told
correct.
us his schedule was going to be busy. He told us that. He doesn't do the podcast thing 24/7. That was back before he has the podcast now.
Right.
But then again, we were sitting in the back room waiting for Sanu, like, T-Will, it's 10 minutes. T-Will, it's 15 minutes.
Oh,
It's
Kerry was so
8:15.
upset.
It's
I remember
8:20.
that.
It's 8:25. And fans in the
Kerry
chat
was
like, what's
so
going
upset.
on? Where's Sanu
Oh my
at?
God.
Y'all say y'all
Yeah,
got Sanu on.
yeah.
Where's Sanu? Oh,
Y'all
one
said
time for
Sanu
the
was
fan
gonna
might
be
be one
here.
time for the fluking.
Right.
Not one fluking. And
Right.
Kerry, sure enough, was sitting there like, guys, I just really
Kerry
hope Sanu
was
shows
so
up. Oh
upset.
my
I'll never
gosh.
forget that, bro.
But then what happened, T-Will?
He
That
showed
you know how
up.
it's rain. You know how it's raining, and you see that little bit of
Yep.
sunshine.
Yep.
You
And
see
then the sun came
You see
out.
the sun?
Yeah. Then
The
the
sun's
sun came
coming out.
out.
Kerry said, he just responded. He just responded because he was so busy. He told us he was busy. Even
Right.
leading up to it, he had put it
Right.
out there. He said it too.
Right.
We had him on the podcast. Kerry did a great job of just staying calm.
Kerry did an
We
excellent
all
job.
stayed calm in the group. We didn't want to say too much, but he joined the podcast, and it was
Jack, you know we were freaking out behind closed doors. Don't do
bro.
that.
As soon as he joined, it was like Sanu, yo, Sanu,
we were back there like, oh my God, it's God. Oh my God,
we trying to go live. Sanu, you ready? You got your microphone? All right, One Time for the Fan. We live. I don't even think I played the intro video that day. We just went live. Hey y'all, One Time for the Fan. We here.
Yeah.
But this is great, man. Fans.
Yeah. But here's the thing, Jack. You'd be pissed, right? That's all I'm saying. You'd be pissed if you saw T-Will having a birthday party. And, let's say for whatever reason, it's on a Saturday, the same day we're doing the show, because that's the only time that Matt Ryan said he could do it. You'd be pissed off. You'd be pissed off if you saw T-Will party from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. and our show is at 6. You'd be pissed.
Right, and T-Will comes on there, yo, Jack, bruh.
Right,
you, bruh.
You'd be pissed.
Let me tell you about these thoughts, bro. No, I'm just playing.
You'd be pissed.
Ray Fitness in the chat with the shot of the Bean Talk. Look, we're getting ready to wrap this show up. It's a quick 1 hour podcast tonight because we got some stuff to do. I literally got off work, ran to do the podcast, set it up. T-Will got stuff to do. One of those computers T-Will has his work on there. One of these computers, but he has some stuff to do. He got to go make the streets safe for Atlanta. But T-Will, man, just real quick, just a preview. We already talked about Falcons and the Bills. We'll get back to it. We'll probably jump back on here tomorrow night and do some more Falcons talk, man. It's because I know some people here got some comments, some stuff to say about the Birds. T-Will, Falcons, 49ers, quick preview, Sunday Night Football. What are you looking for and why? And we'll get to the shout-outs.
So number one, again, Falcons got to be able to run the ball. Say what you will about Kyle. I know this is a depleted lineup, but Kyle is, if not the best, one of the best offensive coordinators I've seen in my modern day lifetime.
He'll wear and tear you down. You gotta be careful.
He will. What Kyle does is Kyle will run a play 3 times, right? So he'll run a swing right, off the right tackle 3 times. The third time, he's not going to run the swing play. He's going to have the tight end veer off to the left where nobody is, right? And throw an 80-yard bomb. And so you really got to be on your P's and Q's. You really got to communicate, and you really got to be able to run the ball on this 49ers defense that is now depleted. without Bosa and without their linebacker
Fred
who
Warner.
just got hurt. And shout out to him. Great
Talks
linebacker.
of Mac Jones probably practicing this week too. Not Mac Jones, Brock Purdy
Brock
practicing
Purdy,
this
yeah.
week too as well.
Well, Brock Purdy probably won't be that mobile, but look, whoever it is, Falcons again got to take the same approach. Look, be disciplined in your approach, maintain your rushing lanes. Let's stay out of third and manageable. If we're on defense, we needed to be 3rd and 5 or greater. If we're on offense, we needed to be 3rd and 5 or less. We need to be able to run the ball. We need to have balance. I mean, 168 passing and 67 rushing, or vice versa, 168 rushing and 167 rushing passing in the first half is the definition of balance. Okay, right. So we were definitely balanced against Buffalo. Yeah, they adjusted in the second half and we took some things. Now, the thing about it is we don't know if Jake Matthews is playing, because if he's not playing, that kind of modifies what we are able to do. So we really got to look at that. But again, all things being equal, you got to be able to run the ball. Let's go on long, sustained drives. Same thing we did against Buffalo, right? Let's get at least 2 takeaways. Let's get 4 more sacks. Let's go on long drives and score touchdowns,
And that's just, the Wednesday night T-Will. We're going to have another show coming up before Sunday too as well. And, Falcon fans, I see King Richie's comment. I do think they don't change much up on the pistol. You got to take advantage of what you've been using all season. And, you started with the pistol in week 1. You're going into week 6, week 7, so forth. Continue using the pistol. Just advance it a little bit. Get some more play calls in there. Get some more things that Penix can get the ball down the field. We saw some explosive plays against the Commanders. Why can't we do that on a banged-up 49ers team? Right? Let's go in there and let's get the job done. Let's do it the right way. We got the number 1 defense in the NFL. The 49ers know that. Kyle Shanahan knows that. Christian McCaffrey knows that. That offense has to go out there with Mac Jones like, holy shit, they got the number 1 defense for real. So big shout out to, everybody on the coaching side, the organization, the players too as well. We're going to get back to some more One Time for the Fan later on this week. Probably tomorrow, I'm looking like we'll jump on another podcast, a pop-up show, because we have over 100 people in here talking Falcons football, and it's great. Also, a lot of first-timers in here too as well. Head over to YouTube. Head over to YouTube and hit the like, share, and subscribe button so that way you can stay updated with One Time for the Fans. You guys know what we're talking about too as well. There's some fans that's heading out to San Francisco. And, of course, the tour has a big party out there in San Francisco for fans that's heading out. So I'll post the details right here because some people always asking me, Jack, what are they going to do? Jack, what are they going to do? What's going on with the fans when they go out of town? I'm going to go ahead and post it for y'all so y'all can see that too as well. Y'all heard about the parade in New Orleans last year. From what I'm hearing, the parade is even bigger this year too as well. So it's going down. And what the New Orleans Saints are 1-5 right now? 1-5. Who knows if they're going to have their coach by the time we get there? Who knows who's going to be? Alvin Kamara might be walking in the damn parade by that time. He from Gwinnett. You know what I'm saying? He might pull up like, hey, I'm with y'all today. Where Ray 50 said Richie Grant is with the 49ers. I thought Richie Grant is going to the Patriots. Did I hear talk about Richie Grant? Is he with the 49ers?
He is with the 49ers.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, if Richie Grant, what you gonna do, Richie? We got the number 1 defense. You're not here no more. But hey, if he wants to, mention some things about what he saw when he was here in Atlanta, it's a totally different defensive group right now. Totally different defensive coordinator. Eric Z says with the Patriots. I could have sworn Richie Grant. I could have sworn I heard some news that he was gone. But said no, they cut him. Oh, King Richie said they cut him. Oh, snap! Hey. Lisa Shepard's in the chat with, hey, y'all beat the Niners. But let me tell y'all something. We're going to come back tomorrow night. Let's talk some more Falcons football. Let's get up out of here so T-Will don't get – so Terry Fontenot don't call T-Will like, hey, bro, I told you 9 o'clock. It's 9:10 right now. So Falcon fans in the chat, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Once again, a lot of first-timers that's here tonight watching and listening. We want to make sure that you can stay updated with One Time for the Fans. So head over to YouTube and hit that like, share, and subscribe button. T-Will, man, let's wrap it up. Let's get to your shout outs. Jay's in the chat. You say G-Will. What's good? Shout out to Jay in the chat. Carrie said Richie Grant signed with the Patriots practice squad today too as well. So Me and Kerry's been also talking behind the scenes, and we got some stuff that we're working on for Falcon fans. So it's going to be great that One Time for the Fan can bring something else to you all, because we're always putting out the best information that we can coming from our squad over here with myself, T Will, Miss Carrie, and of course Bodie 3000. Hold on. Hey, Bodie, I'm going to mention your name. Bodie 3000 whenever he gets a chance to show up too as well. Full proof is going crazy. So, Bodie got his podcast with full proof. So you got to make sure you shout out with Bodie over there. Boo Man, Shot It, and Bird. Craig's in the chat. Craig, I'm glad that you didn't show up tonight digging up those wires in my yard, because I saw you this morning on the camera. So big shout out to Craig. I had to put the dogs on you. Now I don't know if you're back yet, but no Wi-Fi issue today, Craig. It must be a StreamYard thing, Craig. I saw the comment you left for me in Country's chat, Craig. So
here we go.
You got a lot to say, Craig. You got $6 to donate today, Craig, or is that for the cable bill tomorrow? Big shout out to Craig in the chat too as well. But yeah, T. Will, let's get to our shout outs, man. We're coming back tomorrow night to talk Falcons football. And then, we'll really get into this Falcons Bills recap and how we're going to go out there to San Francisco and whoop up on those Niners in the Bay Area.
Perfect. Hey, everybody in the chat who joined, thank you so much. You guys could have been anywhere in the world. You chose to be with us. We are most appreciative of that. We love talking Falcons with you guys, and hey, just about life and everything. So hopefully you guys will have an amazing week. And yeah, it'd be great. Look, if we come back here tomorrow, Jack, and we're able to get into more granular detail on Falcons games plans, I'm here for it. Love to do it. You guys can see me obviously on One Time for the Fan with my man Jack here, and my friend Kerry, and our friend Bodie 3000. Shout out to him and his 404 show. Oh wow, here goes Craig. Anyway,
I got something for you, Craig. Just wait,
guys. You can also see me at For My ATL Sports 1, the number 4 My ATL Sports, the number 1. Please like, share, and subscribe, as well as For My ATL Movies. And yeah, Jack Spade, Eric Parker, thank you guys for giving my start in this business. Want to thank God for waking me up this morning, sending all of y'all in my path. Jack, it's on you, sir.
Kerry, you remember the other night? T. Will, remember the other night? All that StreamYard, Wi-Fi, this, that, and the third. T. Will, do we have any Wi-Fi issues today? Anybody call AT&T today?
Not today, but I'm going to knock on wood.
We don't have those problems here on One Time. Y'all know y'all done been in here since day one. Eric, you done been in. Eric was on the very first show at One Time for the Fan. He might say something about my microphone because I know Eric got jokes. But this is a Yeti. This is a big boy Yeti now. But hey, I'm telling y'all, Apple Podcast, Spotify Podcast, Amazon Podcast, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube is going down in a major way. If you haven't seen One Time for the Fan on Facebook, look, it's right there on the bottom of the screen. Just type it in on your Facebook, One Time for the Fan. Hit the like over there so you can be updated. Of course, the YouTube page, One Time for the Fan too as well. I'm sure there's going to be a joke. I'm not even looking at the comment right now. I'm sure there's going to be a joke. Anytime T. Will starts cracking up like that, somebody said something. One Time for the Fan. You see it right there on the screen on YouTube. First timers, head over there and become part of the fan club so that way we can talk Falcons football with you guys all the time. We got some shorts. We got a lot of videos that we're working on too as well. Like I said, me and Kerry had a great conversation today of what we're getting ready to bring out for One Time for the Fan. You got to subscribe to the YouTube channel right there. You see it at the bottom of the screen too as well. We're on X too as well, One Time for the Fan. Elon Musk ain't give us that many characters. He took over, but he kept the character count the same. So we had to use One Time for the Fan. And look, if you're on IG too as well, we also do some stuff over there. So head over to the IG page, One Time for the Fan. Hit the follow button, man. Let's just run it up this season. Falcons are winning on the field. Falcons are winning off the field. Same here on One Time for the Fan. We're doing the same thing when it comes to bringing y'all content and talking Falcons football in a positive way. Craig, you start roasting. Craig, I'm going to tell T. Will he can get up out of here. And me, you going to handle this shit. I'm going to tell you right now, Craig. I'm gonna tell you right now.
What's up, Craig? Regardless.
Get up, Craig.
Get up, Craig. Regardless.
Hey, I'm telling you right now. Kerry said, "Get him, chat." Kerry, matter of fact, Kerry, I gotta get you too, Kerry. You donated to the roast the other day too. You donated to roasting me too as well. My own friend, my own podcaster and co-host, donated to the super chat to roast me the other day.
Wait, who did?
Carrie. Remember when Carrie dropped the $2 talking about? She was like, "Oh yeah, Jack, I'm sending this $2 to help Jack with the Wi-Fi." I got you, Kerry. I got you. All right, I'm gonna get you right now.
It was funny though. It
Hey,
was funny. You got it, man. It was funny.
it's all about fun and games here. We're having a great time. But at the end of the day, we talk Falcons football in a positive way. What's going on? The comments? What's going on?
I'm laughing
Eric
at
said
my
the show was
brother.
probably pre-recorded yesterday. All right, I got
Yeah.
some. Oh, Kerry said I'll do it again. We got us a super chat.
chat.
He said, and I'll do it again. Kerry got money, T. Will. What the hell going on over there? You know what's funny? Kerry took us to Culver's. Look, she took us to Culver's at the training camp. I was like, this is a fancier version of Zaxby. Look at this place right here, Kerry. What is this Culver's?
Kerry probably owns Culver's. That's why she's always plugging it.
They brought the food to me. I said, what are you doing? She said, oh,
that's why she's on the Yakuta all the time.
I've never been to Culver's. I've never 30-something years of my life. I've never been to Culver's.
There you go.
They brought the food to me. The fries were hot. The fries were seasoned and hot.
And delicious.
Right. Now I'm out here looking for Culver's. I was out there in Locust Grove the other day. I said, oh shit, let me make a Here we go. That's where we're at.
I told you exactly. So did you find it? Did you find the Culver's?
I did find it because ain't no Culver's out here in the mound.
We out here in the mound, big dog. We ain't got no Culver's out here, big dog. We got Wendy's out here, big dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's off exit 215.
Hey, man, it's going down in the major way, man. Chat is live. Chat is lit. Thank you all. Tomorrow night, T-Will, let's do this again. Let's talk more Bills.
Let's do it, man. I'm there.
Falcons. Let's talk more 49ers, all right?
I'm there. Let's do it.
All right. Big shout out to Eric Parker, too, as well, man. The rims look nice. You cleaned them very well today. Oh, wow. Thanks, everybody in the chat. One time for the fan is up out of here. And if you see somebody